heroes.
Oh,
for
the
those
metamorphosis.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just thinking, Trent. Metamorphosis Morphling for Miracle is going to do some serious work.
That is pretty disgusting. I hadn't even thought about that.
Tusk is another great hero for Morphling too. It's just like Sand King, where it's like you want something that can help you move and also do damage. It's a great transition. You just like turn into that hero, you initiate, you stun, you're annoying, and then suddenly you're back to this like hard carry right clicker. So.
Ooh.
Well, who are we favoring here in Game 1? I certainly don't think it's an outdraft for either side. My prediction, it'll be a close Game 1. I think Fnatic will put up a good fight, but I think this Miracle Morphling is going to be hard to deal with past, like, 35 minutes.
Can you imagine if someone picked Morphling into Elder Titan, like, last year?
Dude.
We'd all be shitting on them so hard, but it just doesn't... It doesn't feel nearly as bad.
So, yeah, God, natural order. I mean, the hero's still... kind of get screwed, but
he definitely does, but the spirit is the issue, right? It's like you have to be next to the body now. You can't just throw the spirit on top of Morphling for one of your allies, because you have to actually be near the physical body of Elder Titan to lose all your armor.
Very true. So we will jump into our first game of these. We got 4 BO3s coming up for you guys. It's going to be a lot of exciting Dota to be had. I personally like both of these drafts a lot. I think Zyori is probably correct in the Morphling Miracle, getting off to a crazy start and getting some good farm. But I also think the same could be said here for Abed's Invoker Trend. I think this could be a seriously good game for him on this particular hero.
Abed Invoker. It's amazing that, like, I honestly just wasn't expecting it because everyone's been, like, shitting on Invoker so much lately. Like, just completely saying the hero is garbage and terrible and very hard to play right now. You have to create so much space for him. So we'll see if they can do that. I mean, Bane, Tusk, Elder Titan, I can see that. Obviously very active in the early game, but I'm not hopeful, to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I do think they have a good setup with the Sunstrike. They have the Nightmare to work with. They have the Tusk Snowball and Ice Shard. So maybe Abed gets off to a fast start here in terms of getting kills and getting farm. But Fnatic, they smoked up. They rotated. They were looking for a potential bounty rune or target like Matamba Man. They couldn't quite find it. And instead, this will allow Liquid to get some wards down and, of course, just kind of set their lanes up the way they want.
The battle begins.
Ohio.
Let's see, so where is Matamba Man going and where is Miracle going? It is just going to be the safe lane, and it'll be the mid Razor here, so nothing too shocking. They actually give Matamba Man both runes. It's kind of interesting. I guess that's kind of standard at this point, but they weren't able to do the same for Abed, as they played aggro into Envy, and that means they get 3 of the first 4 bounty runes. Mind Control just grabs the wave because there's no support top, because your support has to block mid.
That was still a pretty good block for Abed, though, for Fnatic. It might, I mean, Matamba Man's already pulling the wave back, so maybe not, but... and there's also this Earth Spirit waiting to jump in onto Abed. And he's going to go for the roll. He will hit it onto Pylai Dive. They need a Static Link. They will find it. This shouldn't be enough. It's going to be harassed on Pylai Dive, but it's a lot of Static Link damage. And that means Abed will get harassed as well. So that roll comes out, and it gets them a little bit of damage going the way of Liquid.
Look at that punch down bottom on the Miracle right now. They know he's still level 1, so they're trying to abuse just the shift.
The Astral, the Briefcase doing a lot of damage. The right clicks from Ohio, but it's not enough. It will push him back for now. How much regen is he's going to salve up for Miracle? So salve gone. I actually really like this dual aggressive lane from Fnatic. The amount of pressure you can put on Miracle in the early game should be pretty good.
And we talk about Elder Titan. Obviously, you don't have the best control. You do so much damage, especially if you can abuse this pull camp over here and just keep adding damage to yourself. And Tusk is there to help finish it off. Oh, tries to go for the Sunstrike. GH, very nice dodge. You can see him go that way and then back. So kind of trying to make the Sunstrike difficult, and it was successful. Matamba Man, though.
He got low. Brain Sap, but he immediately salves up, and Abed throws at the Cold Snap. He cancels the salve. Unbelievable from Abed. He's able to just walk up and get it done. That is a pretty big play, making sure Matamba Man doesn't get too much more regen going his way, and now he needs to be careful.
Yeah, and now Abed has boots, while Matamba Man doesn't, so they can't abuse the Static Link very easily. Yeah. And it's a while away for boots for Matamba Man.
Yeah, he went for the Wraith Band first. We see a lot of boots first Razor, but he's not going to go for it in this particular spin. This is going to give Abed a 8-2 CS right now, which of course is quite the advantage. It's only one last hit from Matamba Man early on in this game here, Trent.
Yeah, and top lane for Envy, things are going pretty well. Mind Control is getting some decent farm for himself. He's getting the bounty runes, but Envy's just getting wave after wave. But now he's in Mind Control. You're going to see him playing way closer to Envy now that the Metamorphosis is down.
Yeah, Envy was able to get a lot of last hits through it, though. And as this lane progresses, I'm sure Mind Control does way better, gets more points than Aphotic Shield. He'll be able to do a lot more harassment, more Curse of Avernus levels, which he has level 1 of right now. So MV will need to be careful. They might want to rotate one of these supports up like Pilot Eye eventually. And they might be doing that now, I think.
Look at Miracle down bottom, though, and how far back he is, though. Like, he's just being pressured and pushed out. Shout even can't really do too much. He's just trying to get the pulls off. And Miracle just can do nothing but try and tank up a little bit. Grab some of the CS.
This is a great landing phase here for Fnatic, Trent. It's going really well.
So he has 11 seconds on the waveform. So if they were to... Yeah, that's still pretty rough. I don't know. They could try and force out some of the mana, right? He only has 2 waveforms. So I wouldn't mind seeing them try and play aggressive. Looks like they're content just keeping him back. Yeah, here we go. Try and force out one of these waveforms.
Get the waveform away, he will use it. That's down for 10 seconds. Also, making sure he uses the mana is pretty important, too.
Yeah.
Now Kuro gets chased down the disruption. There's the snowball. Save won't come in time, but will still be fine. Now Miracle's trying to deturn. Ohio still has plenty of damage to work with the waveform, and now Ohio might feed away first blood here. He's going to salve up one more auto attack. The Shadow Poison, 1 ticket's not going to be enough, and Ohio is able to get away in time. Very close. Fnatic almost going down there for that first blood.
And that is both waveforms. He's got 4 stacks on the old wand, so not quite enough there. And they need to get back here as soon as possible. So yeah, they're all refreshed up. They take some damage from the stack camp, and this should create some problems for Miracle on the next wave.
This is not going to be easy for him. Sitting at 9 last hits, Envy's doing really well in the top lane. All things considered, 18 last hits for him. And Abed is still getting a lot of room to work with in this mid lane, but now he's going to get static linked. Now Matama Mana's boots might get a little bit harder here in a couple of moments.
There's also a haste rune down bottom that Kuro's going to find. Both teams see this, though. So, oh, but they're going to get him still.
Along with the brain sap, more than enough damage, and Pilot Die, he will secure the first blood. And Kuroki could not get there in time with the haste rune with the disruption save. In fact, they might chase him down, but again, with the haste rune, he might be fine. Ice shards just misses it. He's able to get the bounty rune and hightail it out of there. Does he have a TP?
Yeah, he does.
Sure does.
So he'll just make his own play. We'll see. He kind of wants to annoy someone, it looks like. Oh, mid lane. Abed.
Trouble. TP coming out. Nicely done. The TP counter, once the rolling boulder and boulder smash are done, you just get yourself away. They don't have enough burst damage. They need more static link to come in. And he just makes a very nice play.
Kuro just got right-clicked on this high ground.
What a Sunstrike from Abed. Is it going to be enough? The ice shards, the disruption save will be there, but this should be a kill. Good boulder smash. It's on to 2. They're going to maybe get this kill with a snowball save, and they will find it. Now can they get more? GH. He's going to be dropped. Actually, it's GJ that gets dropped down. GH is now on the run. Pilot Eye. He's got the brain sap mana. GH is trying to juke out the tree line. Static Link coming in. Pilot Eye can't get it off. He finally does, but it's on to Matama Man instead, and that will give him a double kill. Oh, that was very close, but well played there.
The Sunstrike? Oh, got him. Check mark.
He actually got him.
He had vision from the ward over here. So, but they also should have wards there anyway, so it's unlikely to get dewarded those. These are both going to fall in a moment. So both teams controlling that bottom river. Lots of blood spilt. And 3-2 still. A little bit of a lead here for Fnatic, and considering the draft they're running, looks pretty good.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, they're keeping Abed alive. Yes, his experience is probably a little bit low than it.
Oh, they're going in bottom? Miracle?
They're looking for a kill. Strength Force comes out. Other attribute shift. Miracle, obviously no.
Oh, he got caught.
Started to use his waveform. It's a lot of damage, but they have the disruption, and they will use it. Kuroki going to put Ohio under. Ohio has his astral backup. It's level 2 at this point. He will pop it. Might hit another Miracle, but that's it. And I think they might just back away, not trying to get a fight going.
Jeez, the hero is just so much stronger in the laning phase without the mana required to shift.
Yeah.
Very nice buff. They're actually going to kill the stack here with Ohio and DJ, so it looks like they're not sure how much more pressure they can put on them. They just want to farm that up, then get the bounty runes.
So, I mean, it's actually pretty close in terms of net worth. I think a lot of the reason why is Mind Control is having a great time in the top lane. He's now level 6. Matama Man got that double kill, which is really nice. And Abed is starting to get forced out of the lane a little bit, although Pilot Eye will help. They have Sunstrike ready if they want to use it. Cold Snap, he actually doesn't invoke it, so he decides against it. Now Pilot Eye getting run it as well, but for now, it just back and forth in this mid lane, not too much else happening, but Abed getting farms very important. Get to that Midas as quickly as you can, and then get this game going in your favor.
Yeah, and with the 3 points and the Exort, that's when you get to like 225. That's a pretty decent Sunstrike, right? Oh, damn, they actually got him. Nice.
Phase boots from Ohio, more than enough damage with level 3 Astral. I did not think he would get dropped. I don't know how much mana he had. I think he had a waveform, couldn't get it off in time, I'm assuming, but that's actually a gigantic kill.
Yeah, it's humongous for them. They are getting a decent bit of farm in here as they shrine up here. What do at now in terms of a still under a 1K lead, and Mind Control still sitting on top of the chair. It's not too surprising. Obviously, there's not really much Envy can do. He doesn't want to waste Metamorphosis, just like push him out of the lane for like 10 seconds. So, yeah, he's just going to run around, be happy, do some little bounty run things. I guess you can deny for like the full duration of Metamorphosis, sort of. But
getting chased down. There's the boulder smash. Stomp's going to come in. Actually canceled it, interestingly enough. DJ's still in a lot of trouble. I think that might have been a misplay from Ohio. Now he's dead as well. He's going to give away 2 kills. Miracle will find the double kill. So Ohio, he had the, it was channeling for some reason. Decided, I think he canceled it accidentally.
I mean, he still should just went for the TP. I'm pretty surprised that he tried to, I don't know what that was. But,
that was interesting.
That's very scary. You really can't give anything away to a Morphling, especially after you just killed them. Mid lane.
Man, they have Sunstrike, I believe. Again, he actually hasn't invoked it yet, so he decides against it. A lot of pressure being applied, but Miracle getting a double kill is pretty good. Envy has to sunder top lane. Mind Control still has the borrowed time to work with. That's kind of scary if you're Envy. First of all, he has to skill up Sunder early. Second of all, he has to use it with a long cooldown, and now Mind Control can continue to run at him. But bottom lane, instead, they're going to find Kuroki. They have Pilot Eye coming in, the brain set will fly through. Good to snowball. They're going to bring a few in. They will miss it. The Ice Shard should fall off. They don't have
still
them,
on CD.
They're going to need it. I think they just need an Astral to come in, and that will do enough for Fnatic to get the kill. Meanwhile, Envy has to go for a TP of his own in the top lane as he's getting caught by Mind Control, but they finally will get one back in that bottom lane as there was a lot of action happening.
Yeah, it's like it's a little battle between those two heroes. It's like whoever sunders first or whoever borrowed times first is going to be in trouble. And so because Envy was forced to use his, that puts him under pressure, and Mind Control will just run at him endlessly. So that's going to send Envy down to the bottom lane after healing. And Mind Control continues his free farm.
They could. Do you think they push for Fnatic? They have meta up ready to go. Maybe
Envy. If you have got, if you got a clock and you watch a Fnatic game, he does a 9-minute smoke rotation with Metamorphosis like every single time. It's almost always to the safe lane. So this is pretty interesting that they're going to try mid instead. I really like this actually.
He is playing very passively though. He will walk up and he will get spotted. They know that he's there. They have Highlight Eye set this up. Snowball will come in, Brain Step as well. Sunstrike not going to go yet. Ice Shards miss, but the Cold Snap's still hitting. TPs are coming in, but it's too little too late potentially. But Man actually might survive for now. They'll get the kill. Rolling Boulder coming out. Mind Control is in. He's popped the borrowed time. Sunstrike will miss. Mind Control now. That's done. He's got to be careful. It will get the kill. It's a huge one. It's going to be the Brain Step coming in for Pilot Eye. And GH might be next as Envy is laying into him with this Metamorphosis, but that is a 2-for-1 trade and a big one at that, and maybe
Alacrity on them too.
Tower damage.
This is very sneaky. I really like that rotation. Everyone does the safe lane rotation there, and I think that's what Liquid were prepared for. They knew the TB had gone home, right? They watched him TP, and they definitely felt like he was going to go bottom, but a little bit of a misdirection play here. Sunstrike down near the tier 2 will not connect. GH juking around, sensing it. Will survive.
That is huge.
Last bit of damage onto the tower here before Envy morphs back.
Kuroki is going to go for a backstep play. They need to be careful. Envy's low. He does have Sunder. He will use it, but it's on to Matumba Man. They're going to try to dive this. They have a Nightmare, but Pilot Eye choosing not to go for it instead. They need to be careful. Kuroki is still here. He's level 4, level 2 disruption to work with. Pilot Eye is going to get low. Kuroki might just be able to bring him down on his own. Static Link coming in onto Envy. That'll be 52 damage link to Pilot Eye. He has to get dropped. He stays a little too long. Still, not that big of a deal for Fnatic. You only lost that, and they got the tier 1 tower in the meantime.
All right, not too bad. That means Envy now has, what, a minute left until the next meta. They might be able to force that down the bottom lane. In terms of rotations, we now have Ohio up top. This is someone that can actually go a little bit toe-to-toe with Mind Control. Obviously extremely tanky, especially when he's abusing that side camp, so... Oh, jeez, he's getting brutally beat down, though. He's so much mana for these aphotic shields, actually.
Yeah, it's crushing him, and he can't fight into it. In fact, he's getting dove, and there's no TP scroll. It's in his backpack, rolling Boulder. Boulder smash, and Silence will just miss, and Ohio, it's going to try to juke away into these trees. In fact, it's just going in a circle, essentially. It's fine now, so... If they get that Boulder smash off, I think they get the kill probably, but he's able to make it away to safety.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're baiting Envy a bit here. With
There's
DJ here.
Snowball reflection coming in. He's got the raindrops. Demonic Purge. Envy, no Sunder to work with. He's got 3 wand charges. Miracle's still taking a lot of damage as well. Envy taking a lot. The Kuroki disruption is going to come in. Miracle has another waveform at the ready, but Envy is under the tier 1 tower now.
Oh, we got him with the 4th?
Shadow poison stacks and might bring him down. It's
dude, that's level 3.
Ooh, they almost got the... They did get the kill. Yeah, Shadow Poison's too strong. Sleep coming in onto Kuroky. They want to get this bounty rune. Ice Shard's coming out nicely as well into Ohio.
Oh, that was pretty sick.
Sure, Kuroky is stuck in, and in fact, he will be. The Snowball comes out. One auto attack from Ohio along with DJ will secure it. So it is a 1-for-1 trade, but again, that was very close. Envy almost got away. That 4th Shadow Poison stack bringing him down.
Paladin finding a little bit of breathing room top lane. Just able to chill by himself, try and get 6.
Is he the only one? Yeah, he's the only one that's not 6. Kuroky just turned 6 not that long ago either, but they really need Fiend's Grip, I feel like, to get something going here.
It's helpful when he's like the solo guy under a tower for situations like this. Might be able to like allow a TP in, but speaking of which, he's going to need it. Wow, uses the ulti.
Great TP, actually.
Yeah, very much so.
It's just the lack of lockdown we were talking about in the draft trend. I mean, they don't have much. It's really just GH when you think about it, and maybe a disruption. So,
yeah, it's not the best, but it looks like it's not going to matter too much. They're just going to cut the wave. The next one comes through, and unlikely to see enough rotations to save this here.
Yeah, looks like we will just take this 0 down in this safe lane. There will be a push going down bottom for Fnatic. Not really, though. They have Vision of Miracle, but so he has Vision as well. There's going to be an Observer Ward. He waveforms out as the Stomp comes in. He will make it to safety. Meanwhile, mid lane, it looks like Envy's going to get caught. Demonic Purge, Thunder onto Pylai Die, and might chase him down. They decide against it. They're not going to go for it. Instead, they're looking for DJ back down bottom. Sounds coming in the waveform. Rolling Boulder and Boulder Smash is magnetized, and DJ is just dead. He knows it. He turns around trying to fight them for a moment, but it won't do anything in their favor.
Oh, this is a big steal. We talked about this a lot at the Manila Masters. Stealing ancient stacks with Razor, or just contesting them in general, is one of the best parts about this hero. And he was used a great effect there against a lot of Templar Assassins, especially. And in this case, just stacking them up for your TB. Great grab from Liquid here.
Yeah,
very big denial of economy.
Summon Man was a little bit low in the net worth. Now he's above the Terrorblade. Terrorblade kind of having a bit of a... He's slowed down a little bit since the beginning of the game, but the one person you need to worry about, I think, if you're Liquid, is probably Abed, which we haven't talked a lot about, Trent.
Yeah,
he's now got a Midas to work with.
Midas and well on his way to the Agnum Scepter.
It'll still take some time for him to get really involved in this game, but if they can leave him alone for a couple more minutes, this might get a lot harder for Team Liquid.
440 HP? Man, Miracle needs to be so careful.
He has this ward, though. This ward is actually saving his life so much.
Yeah, but the Sunstrike is 350. Like, if he gets snowballed, he's just dead. Here it comes.
They want to go with it here. Miracle about to break the smoke. They will see him in a moment. There it is, but he's fine. Snowball comes in. Fiend's Grip comes out and gets off the attribute shift. The Sunstrike's not going to do enough damage. The Aphotic Shield comes in. This man is extraordinarily tanky. And now DJ's going to get waveformed on and probably killed as well. Astral's there. They're going to try to auto-attack Miracle down, but they actually have more than enough damage to turn on this, and Ohio's in trouble. The Sleep will come out just in time. The Bane will get dropped through. This Miracle morphed into the Bane. It's a good effort there, but interesting.
I definitely underestimated the attribute shift. No question there. I really thought he was just going to die straight up because they came out so quickly, but man, that level 4, it changes so quickly. He tanked up so much.
It is
shift rate to 25. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, he still dies. He was low in HP. He tried going Bane. I think he wanted a Brain Sap or something, or a Nightmare, but that didn't work.
Try Nightmare and run. Wow.
All right.
But still, Liquid with the lead, even though that's a poor trade for them. They did steal that ancient stack. Matamba Man just has free space up top. Tons of drums in this game, man. Drums are back. We got 2 on Fnatic. We got 1 on the Razor. You know, the early Vlads as well here from Mind Control allows him to just kind of group up with whoever and play dangerously.
Yeah, I mean, Envy and Fnatic want to get involved. Meanwhile,
Bottom.
Boulder Smash with GG. He's going to get caught. They have the Magnetize on top of the sounds will come through the waveform. They have all of these potential...
All of Fnatic's here, though.
Kuroky in trouble. I think we need to back up Sunstrike. Ooh, Kuroky just dodged it as he turned, looking for a Demonic Purge, and he does find an Envy's going to get silenced up. He's got the Sunder. The Wand will keep him alive for now. He gets it off, and Matamba Man now is drawn, but Envy not going to do enough damage to get the kill. In fact, Miracle gets a double kill. It is 3 dead for Fnatic. They don't get anything out of that fight, and Liquid will also take a tier 1 tower down as well.
Oh, if you get off the Sunder at like 0 HP and still lose the fight, not a good sign. Tusk getting blown up right at the start. We know that both teams kind of have this big position 4 controller. They're the real reliable disable. So a lot of these team fights are going to come down to who performs better between GH or DJ. And obviously with DJ going down first, it's pretty unlikely that Fnatic are going to do too well in that engagement at this point. We're still missing things like the Earth Splitter, like...
Has fallen.
Yeah. And obviously Abed's in no place to really join these engagements quite yet.
So it feels like Liquid have hit their tempo. They're starting to fight a lot more. They have Miracle in the top 10 network working on a Link Sphere. In fact, he has it. They have the Vlad's up for the Abaddon as well. So do you think Liquid just 5-man at this point? I mean, they have this nice lead. It's 5K. You don't want this Invoker getting any bigger. What are they doing here?
Yeah, they basically just want to take everything they can. They just use Eye of the Storm, the segments off cooldown, run in the building, run at heroes. And look how dangerously they're playing. They're just up here farming. Miracle's relatively nearby. He went for the 10 agi over the 300 waveform range, too.
More right click, more armor to work with as well. I mean, yeah, I guess he's feeling it in terms of how much damage he's able to pump out. Yeah, the waveform range would be good too, but I think he's done really well even without it. So it's going to be a great game for him as he now picks up the Lincoln Sphere. Although Sunstrike coming in, that'll hit on Mind Control. He will pick up a haste room for Miracle, and now they're going to look for somebody. Earth Splitter will miss, and that means you might not be able to contest this if you're Fnatic. I think they might just have to let this go.
I think DJ's definitely going to try and make something happen.
There's going to be a snowball now. Pylite Eye is going to get caught. They jump in. There's the reflection. Going to do some damage, but now DJ getting chased down. Good stop from Ohio. They're looking for something. They'll find GH. Envy trying to lay into Mind Control, but again, he actually used that.
The Link's wasted.
Already. They need to be careful. Good ice shards. That was beautifully done from DJ. Envy sunders off an illusion, which did some serious damage.
So close.
Fourth disruption is gigantic. Now looking for another stop, and Liquid will back themselves away. It looks like they might get back into that Roche pit. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Not really going in our favor. I think it's going to be Liquid finishing with Roche.
Yeah. Mind Control just has the mega value items. Medallion of Vlad's, Soul Ring. They're coming back.
They're going to get the Aegis here, and now you have to back up for Fnatic. The Stomp wasn't there in time from Ohio. He already used his Earth Splitter, obviously. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty tanky now with the Abaddon, how farmed he is, and he's going to have a Solar Crest soon, and Shiva's Guard for Matoma Man. Feels like it's starting to get out of control here for Liquid.
Yeah, it's just very reminiscent of that game against Na'Vi. Looked exactly the same. They're just 2 in control, took Roche and Miracle. These next couple levels are the really scary ones because it just keeps adding into that Adaptive Strike.
Yeah, level 3 Adaptive Strike now. 2 more to work with. He's getting up to that next point. He's going to have potentially 30 attack speed or waveform attacks targets in one moment here as he's level 14 now. Liquid will smoke up behind him and look for a potential target. Pylite Eye would be a nice kill, not the biggest one, but a kill nonetheless. And they won't almost chase him down, they will see him. Kuroki's going to look for a Demonic Purge or Disruption. He will find the Purge, and he's going to throw Shadow Poison along with it. Lincoln Spear, Pylite Eye is going to get blown away by Miracle. Brain Sap, even though Miracle is a little bit low in HP, he just does so much damage. It's very easy for him to survive himself.
Yeah, the Lincoln Spear really helps. With all this pure damage that comes in from the Brain Sap and the Sunstrike, it's nice to have that one extra little bit of layer and warning. Because we saw those first 2 Sunstrikes from Abed, but he hasn't done anything else since then. Like, even since the big levels in the Sunstrike, because they're diving.
Ohio, they will have these snowballs saving out the Sunstrike. GH will take that hit, but not enough to bring him down. They have to buy back on Ohio pretty much instantly, and now Envy's on the run. The Earth Splitter coming out. Matoma Man gets a double kill, and now this Tier 3 tower is in some trouble. They have no tusk for 30 seconds, no buyback with him either. They still have Aegis to work with, and all of a sudden, if you're Fnatic, you've got to be careful here. Mind Control can dive in. He will use his borrowed time. They might want to back up now. That's that down. And Miracle will throw up an Adaptive Strike, taking a lot of damage. Reflection comes in. They have the Aphotic Shield. He's still at 153 agi. He does a serious amount of damage. He will TB back home. And Liquid, they're not trying to go too fast, too quick here. Trying to slow this thing down and get some more farm for this Miracle Morphling.
Well, so are Fnatic. They know they need time for Invoker, but it's rough. We knew that the Morphling was coming in terms of like the hero that they've done before with this strategy, but Fnatic, they decided their answer to this sort of like run at you is they're gonna, I guess, hold out. Looks like that was their solution, and they just want the Invoker to then come online and be this big defensive vanguard for the high ground as they're smoking.
And Abed's going to get run out by Miracle. Potentially the Silence comes in, rolling boulder, TH being cripped up, and he's going to get killed. They use a lot to get that kill, and now Abed has to ghost walk away. I don't think they have the protection. They will use the Stomp, but Matoma Man taking a lot of damage. They have to run Sunstrike. That will hit, but he's still on the run in Ohio. There's no way to chase him down. Instead, they'll get the Radiant Courier, and now Mind Control. He's got the borrowed time ready. He will pop it still with the Solar Crest, and they're going to try to turn this. The Stomp will come in. It will hit. Miracle's actually going to avoid it, I believe, just at the end there. And Envy, Meta's still working. They want to get Mind Control down. The Meatball, Deafening Blast coming in. They will get this kill. It's a very big kill at that, and it's going to be Abed who secures it. So that is a pretty good turn there for Fnatic, getting a lot of money for those 2 kills alone.
That As a Miracle, I think he just morphed Elder Titan and just Stomp. It's so hard to keep track of this hero right now. That was pretty cool, though. Yeah, massive stuff for them. That's a 1600 gold swing. They're finding that space for Abed. He got a chance to cast some spells. Looked pretty good. Got himself a kill during that, too. He got the one onto Mind Control, and so that's going to put him closer to those Boots of Travel. And what I was going to talk about was, Envy. Oh. Silenced up. This is their one answer to Sunder. Got him.
Well.
How close is he to Manta anyway? Not that close. But at the end of the draft, they had a chance to ban the Morphling. They would have known, right, that this is the exact strategy that they ran before. But they wanted that Invoker mid, so they had to ban the PL instead. And that has meant that Abed has had a pretty good game, right? Like, he's a decent net worth standing.
But he needs to do more for his team.
Beautiful shards.
Yeah, that was
fantastic. DJ.
That was actually so sick. And DJ, his impact is still felt. He's had kind of a rough game, but this game gets later. Things might get better for Fnatic. Again, they have the Ags. They have the Invoker getting up his Boots of Travel. So I guess he's going to try to split push here if you're Fnatic. Just try to get that item to get around the map and sort of force rotations from Liquid.
Yeah, but Liquid, they still want to use Aegis.
They're not really worried about that for now. In fact, Boots of Travel still isn't done for Abed, and they have the Aegis for another 30 seconds. Waveform will dodge up on the stomp. In fact, they will all get out. Envy will finally TP back in as he respawns from that death, but they can keep these buildings alive. They've at least held when there was an Aegis up for Liquid. So for Fnatic, the road is
look at them giving the agents to Miracle. They gave every one of these neutrals they could so they can get the E-Blade in time. And now they can try and use this Aegis. There's only 10 seconds left. They don't want to go too deep, it looks like. So they've held. They held all the tier 3s through that Aegis.
That is pretty good. Abed is going to start putting in some pressure. He actually decided not to go for the bots on Abed. Oh, just kidding. He just bought him. All right, well, I spoke too soon. He had something else in his quick buy, blanket BKB, but he instead goes for those Boots of Travel. So I guess, yeah, this is what he's going to do. He's going to split push bottom, get this tier 1 tower. And
easy.
These waves in. All right, I mean, he's going to have to be the one to do this. Level 16 now.
We were talking about how DJ's game has been going and how, obviously, he's dying a lot. He's got 7 of the 17 deaths for his team, but it's understandable because he's the one who has the setup for the Elder Titan. As an offlaner, he's not really an initiator. He's a follow-up controller kind of a deal, so he wants that hero like maybe a Sand King or someone who's going to go in on that full role instead. And Tusk, it's nice to be able to cast like 2 rounds of spells in a fight, but honestly, he's not getting a chance because the cooldowns are so long. There's like 18 seconds on Snowball, and even just 10 on the shards is pretty rough for him.
Yeah, DJ's having a bit of a rough time in terms of getting killed.
All right, this is not good.
Miracle is just destroying his racks. It's just gone. The range racks will fall. One more auto attack? No, they don't get there in time, but still, it is a lot of damage being dealt.
Oh, Envy left an illusion.
That's a problem. The Tubman Man will have 130 damage to work with, not really needed. Hiroki will make some illusions. They will take down the range racks, and the melee will be next to Fnatic. I don't think they can hold this, at least not yet. Ohio's going to get run out, silenced up as well. They still have the melee racks to work with. Tornado will flip onto Miracle. Meatball drop down.
Oh, that's a good stomp.
But again, he's very tanky. Brain Sap. The Sun Strike's going to come in, but he still will get that Ethereal Blade to save his life. The Team's Grip coming in, another Adaptive Strike coming out. The Earth Splitter, Miracle's able to waveform away in time, and GH might make it. It's a lot of damage going to be done, but it's not going to be enough to get the kill. And that will take down another bit of damage onto his melee racks. So.
We still have the Sunder, but that's about it here for the Dire.
I mean, yeah, what else do they have? They have Metamorphosis. You just wait that
There's a Sunstrike in 1 second. GH might get caught. But there's no... They have vision down here. Oh, yeah. So he sees him now. Let's see if he goes for it. He's doing his dance. He's dancing back and forth, trying not to be predictable.
I don't know if Abba's going to go for it. Oh, if that Ancient Prowler Shaman had rooted him, that would have been a problem. That is for sure.
Oh, there it goes. Oh!
Man, Abed, that was nice. He waited. That's some patient play from that Invoker. And now you have a 4 versus 5 fight. Again, though, but Man still has the Shiva's Guard. They will get off the Ethereal Blade and Ohio Cape down. However, they have the Glimmer Cape. Tornado just misses, but it will hit on Miracle instead. The waveform himself to safety. Ice Shards coming out. They'll pop the drum, but Man, Shiva's Guard, good. Deafening Blast, Meatball coming out. But Man taking a lot of damage, so they have Body Shields to work with, keeping him alive. The Nightmare coming in as well. Mind Control will pop it off, and they're still holding for Fnatic. They want to chase Miracle down, but they don't have potential. Meanwhile, Mind Control just swiftly avoids that Sunstrike, which might have killed him, in fact. And that would have been giant. Miracle, he will wait for himself to safety again. Ice Shards won't catch, and Liquid will just back up, and Fnatic, they don't have the lockdown they're looking for yet to be able to get the kills.
Yeah, they it did at least hold the melee racks, but their shrines will surely go down soon.
It's still a 10k lead. It's kind of evening out now, I think, here, but again, you need so much space. Envy, he's trying to work on a BKB. He didn't even go for the Manta style. He just has a Yash at this point. His damage output is lacking, especially against somebody like Miracle, with a ton of armor, even against Natural Order. So, I don't know. This is not easy for sure.
And there's also so many telegraphed abilities on the side of Fnatic. Like, there's a lot of slow-moving Sunstrike and Meatball.
There's the cold snap. GH is going to get caught again. All right, Abed. Mega kill spree for him.
Good grab with the Blink Dagger and then help build him up into that BKB. But, like, Miracle's been crazy. Not only is he super annoying because he's just going to morph everything as he goes after Pile I Die, goodbye. But he can morph through a lot of stuff, but he's also dodging so much with the waveform, right? Like, he can see the shards coming, he can see the snowball coming, he sees the earth splitters, he sees the stomps. And when you have such a high skill player, it's just... It feels like an invulnerability item or something like that to have this ability, right? It's like he's just BKBing or something. He's just dodging so much stuff every 11 seconds.
I mean, it's pretty insane. Not only that, but he just pumps out a ton of damage too. So it's not even really... It feels like Miracle's on another level at this point. They will take the melee racks mid. They will disrupt up Miracle, send the illusions to top, try to put some pressure on this tier 3 tower, which is already pretty low. The illusions are actually huge.
They really are.
An insane amount of damage from these illusions.
Considering all the nerfs to illusion and everything, like E-Blade, he has the ultimate orb on there too. They get like, what, a fifth of the tower-ish? So
let me ask you, Trent, is this just inherently Morphling-esque, or is this like something that can be dealt with if you get a good couple of counterpicks?
I think it's mostly just the other 4 heroes. Like, Liquid weren't dependent on the Morphling. They knew it could have been banned out. This could be all kinds of different heroes for Miracle. I think Morphling's extremely strong, and he's showing, you know, a lot of reasons to pick this hero. But if you look at the other 4 heroes that are surrounding him, he has the Save from the Shadow Demon. Earth Spirit has a lot of saving mechanics in himself, just from like kicks and silences, and his ultimate being able to drive people away. You have a really tanky Razor, and then you have the ultimate saver and tanky annoying dude in the Abaddon. So Liquid, as per usual, have just built to enable the Miracle, and you just give him a hero like Morphling. It's one of the best ones to just let a player go crazy on.
We're really seeing the skill of Miracle able to flourish as he's getting out of fights, like you talked about with the waveform, doing plenty of damage, getting around the map, finding solo kills with the Ethereal Blade. But Fnatic, they'll go for a play. Smoke into Roche. I don't know if they're going to be able to do this because guess what? GH is right nearby. Envy will walk up, break the smoke. He'll send an illusion instead. He'll try to pretend it's illusion, I think, but I think they understand.
GH just blinked away. He was about to be mid-gripped, and he got away.
That smoke doesn't pan out, and Miracle just split pushes bottom. You cannot leave this Morphling at your tier 3 tower because it will just fall. It is way too much damage, and they have to just give away Roche. And maybe this double damage rune as well. That is a huge problem for Fnatic. This is not going to be easy. Even I don't think they can contest it, honestly.
No, Miracle's going to do way too much damage.
Just 500 damage. Solar Crest, Temma Man helping out. Roche dies just about instantly.
And Crow gets the TB illusions, go scout.
Stomp will come in, it'll just down to the Roche, he'll turn back on. Ages for Miracle, Mind Control will grab the cheese instead. Earth Cooler came out, DJ is going to get waveform down and dropped again. They have the Eye of the Storm Hag coming in for the Razor. There's a lot of damage in these force pop his BKB defensively. And that is his 10-second BKB charge, and that'll be down for quite a while. And now Abed's going to get chased down. He has Blink at 3. He should survive. But Liquid are just hightailing it. They're going to push the wave into the base and go for this bottom tier 3.
Yeah, there's a little bit of DD left on Miracle.
Oh, God. See you, tower. They don't even need the Eye of the Storm. They'll do what they can. No DJ for 24 seconds. And Liquid, they're absolutely dominant here in game 1. Trying to finish this racks off. Miracle still has the Aegis to work with. He can strength more. Doesn't need to be too careful because, again, he has that Aegis to work with. They will take the tier 3. Liquid will back themselves up and away. And that should be at least just fight for now. They'll probably get reset and wait for this meta, which Envy just popped, unfortunately. And then they'll go again, I would assume.
They have a shrine down there. They are out of urn charges, so it's not worth just staying around there.
They're going to shrine. They still have cheese to work with. And also their Eye of the Storm was down for another few seconds. It just came back off cooldown. So just get reset, get ready to go. And they're just going to try to finish this rack and potentially the game off here, Trent. I mean, at least Envy's BKB will be back up, but again, he has no metamorphosis. be disastrous for him. So a lot of your damage is gone. Abed will pick up a BKB, which is something to work with. He's trying to get a Scythe next. It's going to be a ways away from that. He'll try to split push top lane. The split push has not worked out maybe the way they would have wanted it to. And Liquid will, again, add pressure to this Rax bottom.
Ohio has a mango. This is his solution.
Guys, I need mana. Fine.
I can save this game, guys. I got the mango.
Yeah, I got it. Waveform in, Miracle
Look at him.
deep. The Ethereal Blade onto Envy. Stay alive, goes to BKB. He's going to try to thunder and get it off. And Matema Man gets dropped down. He's dead for 60 seconds, and that might be enough. But GH with a Magnetize. It's on to 4. He'll roll himself away. He will try to TP and actually just makes it. The snowball was not there in time, and they will get the range Rax. The illusions are about to take the melee. They do so much damn damage. And, I mean, Fnatic are holding out for barely at this point. They're holding out for dear life. DJ getting turned on by Miracle. Again, still has the Aegis. He gets Walrus Punch. That'll be the Aegis gone. Meeple drop down. They've actually got another kill. It's Mind Control. They're looking for more Croak. He's going to be the one to chase with Miracle now. Can he 1v5? He will change into the Tusk. He's going to snowball. Obviously can't use Walrus Punch, but he will waveform and still find Ohio. There's no way he gets out of this, right? The Sunstrike coming in. It's a lot of damage being dealt. Miracle, Ethereal Blade, getting a double kill. He's Strength Morphin, Demonic Purge onto Envy. They have to buy back. That'll be onto the Tusk and Miracle. He will get snowballed. He is waveform ready. Can he make it away in time to blink forward from Abed? He's going to try with a cold snap. 1 second, he can't get it. It was just coming off cooldown, and Croak instead will be turned down. It is going to be another kill going the way of Fnatic. But again, Miracle somehow survives. Yet again, this man is a monster. Envy will find a double kill, but Miracle is the slipperiest water you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, very nice waveform TP. Just out of there. I was hoping to see the talent get used, the morph target to allies. But honestly, I think this talent's just straight up better. There's probably some situations where the 15-second morph might be a little bit better, but I would guess in the majority of situations it's going to be better to have that option, because for the most part you just change it to someone casts all their spells and you want to get back to morphling, right? That's where all your damage comes from, so having a duration is usually not that fantastic.
Yeah. He has done a lot of work without the morph. He's used it.
Oh, he knows the Invoker's here. Yeah, it looks like Abed saw him, actually.
Yeah, he's going to blink out. All right, so, I mean, again, they kind of hold, if you can call it that, for Fnatic, I suppose, but... I mean, they lose some buildings, the tier 3, the range Rax, and now they have to deal with the morphling BKB too.
And they're surrounding this Razor mid. So they have enough damage.
It's going to be enough. The Sunstrike coming in. Earth Splitter, it's more than enough damage. In fact, and now Mind Control slept. Fnatic will find a kill, but here comes Miracle, the Ethereal Blade, good Glimmer Cape on his DJ, and Mind Control. It's going to be his borrowed time here in a moment. They need another Nightmare, and they'll find it. Razor will buy back. Ooh. All of a sudden, this is getting interesting. Fnatic have the...
There's a 10-second BKB on Miracle.
He's going to come in the reflection. DH is slept. He's in trouble. Tornado will hit at least onto 2. DH will get dropped. Now Matema Man, the static link is broken. The Deafening Blast. Abed doing some serious work, but Miracle is in with a BKB, and Envy is now down. And Ohio is going to be next. The Ethereal Blade double kill for Miracle. They're looking for more. The waveform in, and DJ's going to get slowed up. He's going to use the He's going to use the snowball. He doesn't even need the snowball. Ice Shards from DJ will keep him alive only for a moment longer. They will come in. The Urn Charge is a triple kill for Miracle on the Morphling, and they will find a gem along with it. And it was a good attempt there for Fnatic, I think, Trent, but just not enough damage to deal with Miracle.
Yeah, you have to play aggressive. You're never going to win if you just sit in your base in this situation. They needed some big kills, so didn't quite work out. They're going to lose the bottom melee racks here. And Envy's buyback might be enough to save the top racks in this game for at least now, but I'm not too hopeful.
I mean, they will have BKB back up to 30 for Miracle. He already does enough damage. They need to get this kill in order to keep the game even. Otherwise, they're going to lose their racks potentially tier 3. But Matema static. Remember, he did just buy back, so if he dies, he would be down for quite a while. They'll Ethereal Blade pilot.
Morphling.
Miracle now is going to work. I mean,
oh, there's the meta.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of ridiculous. There's the meta coming in. He actually decides not to use, but Envy getting chased down. BKB, he's got the Sunder. He's going to be able to get it off, but Matema Man will use the cheese here, and they will just get racked with it. And Abed now on the run. The waveform, the adaptive strike, BKB is too little too late. He'll get auto attack down, and that should be GG here in game 1 for Liquid. They will take the Mega Creeps. Miracle's still diving, but for all intents and purposes, it was an absolutely fantastic performance for not only Miracle, but for Liquid as a whole, I think, Trent.
Yep, just very solid strategy. They've done it before. They've executed it before. Made it look pretty easy. The GG from Miracle. Easy game, honestly. It never felt like Fnatic were going to win this, honestly.